Welcome, welcome, welcome. High school leavers. I work with you. I work with high schools. I work with students of all ages. But I love working and speaking with teenagers, especially those last years, those years 11, years 12, just before you're leaving school. Why? Because of the added pressure, because of all the pressure from parents, pressure from friends, peer pressure going on, pressure from teachers, what are you going to do next year? What are you doing after school? Pressure from society that's bringing all of that same stuff through. Even if your parents don't put that pressure on you in words, they're walking that pressure out if they're not doing something they love. They are walking that pressure. So you're feeling it anyway. So this is a really key part of your life. But let's just first take a huge exhale of this one, as this one has absolutely no truth in it. The saying that what you choose to do today is going to shape the rest of your life. Let's vomit that one out of here. Let's get it out. You can change. So the choices you make today are for today. Yeah, they might affect you tomorrow, but you can also change. You ever heard of people changing? Transforming their life? Making big major shifts in their life? Maybe one of your parents has, even in the last years, made a change to their career. So you can too change. So don't be afraid of the choices you make now, if they're gonna be the right choices for the rest of your life. You know how ridiculous that is? You can change. I've changed. My friends have changed. My family members have changed. Yeah? Change is the only constant that's naturally going on everywhere around us, everywhere in our mind. Our beliefs change, just like you believing in Santa Claus when you were younger. It may have changed now. I hope it's changed. So your mind can change, your beliefs can change, your choices can change. So don't get hung up on what you choose at this point in time. The other one that I want to clear out of here is to really make sure that the choices you are making are based upon you here, your heart. Because it's okay if they're not. You're only ever going to get drawn back towards the heart and making choices from here. But who are you living for? Who's making those choices? Have you really questioned why you're choosing to go to university to study that? Are you trying to make Dad proud? It's a big question. Are you doing this because you think that's just what you have to do to get something under your belt? To have something there, just in case? What? Just so when you've got something under your belt, you might get an opportunity to go out there and live your dreams? And then if they don't work, you can fall back to that safety net? How cool are those patterns on my face? The trees right now. That sounds like a stupid plan B. As it's too easy to give up on your dreams then. What, you live them out for a little bit, and if they don't work in that first 2 months, you're going to go back to the safety job? So really start to question that. Really start to ask yourself, who am I actually living for? Now at the end of this video, I'm going to have a few questions, self-inquiry questions, a few questions that have helped me really tap into that place time and time again, because I know it's not easy and my mind still gets swayed and influenced by so many others. But these few questions that I'm going to offer to you, a gift to you at this time of the year especially, for all of those who have just left school and in that period of not really sure what to do next, or maybe made a decision but it's not feeling quite right, there's feeling frustration or irritation inside there. This is for you. There's a few questions that are going to be really key to helping you tap deeper into here, deeper into your heart, not into mine, into your heart. Now the choices you do make today, don't worry how stupid they might seem. Don't worry about any regrets, resents, whatever, all of this stuff. Put yourself in sticky situations. Put yourself there in those places that feel uncomfortable. Go and explore, experiment with everything you can possibly experiment with, bar none. Whatever comes up. As this will really shape the being and the person you become. The lessons, the learnings, the reflections from all these experiences, the forgiveness of self, the decisions you make after other decisions that you've already made that put you in these sticky situations. This will be what really shapes the inner you and draws you back to here time and time again. Time and time again. And if you don't think that you can experiment with all sorts of things in life, ask your parents what they did when they were your age. Ask them what they did partying, taking drugs, doing all this sort of stuff. I mean, one of my first experiences of ecstasy is where I actually saw and felt real confidence. I was dancing at this festival, Rhythm and Vines. Dancing at this dubstep stage, drum and bass going on. And I just noticed myself. I had the awareness of myself in that moment, looking back on me. And I was dancing crazily, just all over the place, but I absolutely did not care what other people thought in that moment. And it was a real wake-up moment for me. I was like, if I can do this now, while I'm here, then why can't I do this at any moment in any day in any situation or place? It was a real light bulb moment for me, that it wasn't the actual drug, it wasn't the ecstasy that was supporting me to wake up to the confidence that was already within me at all times. As soon as I wanted to let go of all of my limitations and inhibitions and insecurities, then I was free to just be confidently me. Dance on the streets, whatever it is, sing wherever, in the supermarket. So the choices that you make today will definitely shape you. But they're not going to make you stuck. They're not going to be choices you regret for the rest of your life. They're going to support you to forgive yourself and become more and more of who you are. There's one I want you to think of while we're here together, even though I know it'll be in the self-inquiry questions. It's just an important one to me. Is when you're going out there to study or you're going out there to work, you're going to be spending a lot of time in your life doing this. Lots of time. It's a huge portion of your life. Now forget the old school mindset of doing something and then retiring, setting yourself up and then retiring. What with bad knees and freaking depression. Yeah, good one. Now have fun. So let's ditch that one too. Get that out of there. Let's purge that. And just feel into, for a moment, If you were to do something for free for the rest of your life and spend 40, 50 hours doing it every single week, what would you love to be doing? What would you love to spend so much time focusing on every single day, every single week? What would you love to show up to? For free. I mean, money's great. We can respect money. Money can be really beautiful. But if we actually show up to something that we love and earn more than a living from at the same time, then we're really winning inside. We're not doing something we don't like for a paycheck to then do something we do like on a weekend and then repeating this cycle. What kind of cycle is that? That's 5 days doing something average that you don't even want to be at, that you're working for a paycheck, and then 2 days doing something you may love, and then back to 5 again? Torture. That's the human suffering. That's the slavery. Yeah. So many of us, so many of our people, so many of our friends and family members are still slaves. And it's time for you to break that. For them, for you. The possibilities now in your time are endless, limitless with the web. The possibilities to earn more than a living, or to express yourself and bring your gifts and your creativity out into the world. There's more channels than there's ever been. There's connection to more people than there's ever been in the world. So you're in a really rich place of opportunity, but you're also in a really challenging place of choice, because that does add more choices. So go and experiment. Go and experiment and explore, discover. Just like you're going overseas on an adventure with no plans of return. With no expectations of what you're going to see or learn. Just go and explore, experiment and discover. Because sooner or later you'll get drawn back and back and back to your heart. So I love all of you like a brother, like a sister. And I love seeing nothing more than people's eyes light up and people's eyes glow when they actually do something they love and end up making more money than they can with their weekly paycheck or salary that someone's put this cap on their head, told them how much they're going to get paid for the rest of their life. So I love the creator in you. And I love the place you're in right now. If you're feeling stressed, then you can always come back to some deeper, slower breaths. Come back to your nose, breathe in. And really long breaths out of the nose. Very simple way to anchor back into the breath, to anchor back into the present moment, to not get carried away too far with the mind and all of its angst and worry. To just anchor back into center and move from that place again. You will get swayed, you will get influenced, and that's okay. And make sure whenever people give you advice that you listen 100%, but you don't follow, because that's their advice from their experience, from their learnings, and usually from their fears that you might repeat those things too, because they love you. So listen to all, listen to that advice, follow none. And the last part, create your own, as that will only ever bring that true satisfaction, that true content, that true joyful feeling in your whole entire being that you've come here to feel. Create your own. You're a creator. You know that, right? In whatever way, shape or form that comes through, it does not matter. You are a creator with infinite power, infinite stores of joy, gift. Bring it to the world. Don't be selfish now. Don't hide it out. Bring it to the world. We're all waiting for you to share it. Bring it out. In honor. So the self-inquiry questions will be down below here. Take some time, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, give yourself 30 minutes if you want to explore it more. Take some time to really discover a little bit more about who you really are in this important time in your life. Celebrate this time. You're in a beautiful place. Peace. Just breathe.